So we will put it in a nice structured format. 1 second. The format is like this. What we are going to do is first is Samatha. Okay, the practice of Samatha, which is making mind tranquil. So let me explain what it happens when we watch the breath without a break. The mind gets totally into that. So first we have to make the mind come into contact with the touch point of the breath. Either it can be the nose, or it can be in chest, or in the abdomen, or all the three, whichever way. Or if I'm following Ajahn kind of tradition, then I can say the starting, in the middle, and the end. Or if I'm following Goenka kind of technique, and then I can say here. If I'm feeling Pauk or any other tradition, then I can say here and the chest, or in the abdomen. Okay. Whichever works for. Objective is to pacify the mind. That's all what the breath meditation is all about. Only the breath meditation portion, not the Vipassana of the breath. Now coming to Vipassana, we can take whatever object we want to take. That's for insight, to get the actual insight of this. So let's say I can take 5 aggregates. What is Rupa, what is Vedana, what is Sanya, what is Sankhara, what is Vinyana, that becomes Vipassana. That is not working. I can take only the feeling, body sensation, arising and passing away of the body sensation. That's another way of doing it. Another way of doing it is watching the dhatus in the breath. That is again Vipassana. And another Vipassana I can take is that I can see the Pathvi, internal, external, removing the concept of internal, external, so that the mind doesn't associate with the earth element or earth quality and the water quality and the fire and the air and space. So 5 dhatus or 5 elements, the quality of the element is understood. So then we see that there is nothing called as an internal earth element or an internal water element like that, right? So what I do is to dissect. So the thing about Buddha Dhamma is to dissect. The dissection portion is the Vipassana. Result of that dissection is Anupassana, meaning what you really see. When you dissect, what do you see? If I go by Goenka technique, I get into Kalapa. If I go into the breath observation of 5 aggregates, I get the dhatu, not the breath. If I go into the 5 aggregates, I lose the grasping, I lose the craving for the 5 aggregates. Then if I go by the nullifying the internal, external, so the entire internal, external is gone, and only the arising and passing away is seen. Nothing else is seen. So what I really get is that I get 7 things there. One is that I get anicca. Okay, I understand anicca. Then I understand the dukkha. Dukkha is because I'm holding this body as myself. I come to see that. Then anatta. The atta is gone because now you don't see anything called as you anywhere. Right? And then that gives rise to nibbida, disillusionment. Then becomes viraga, this dispassion. Then nirodha doesn't arise again. In the mind, this frame doesn't arise again. Then I get patinisagga. If this is giving up, relinquishment, which leads to nibbana. So the objective is nibbana. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. Okay. Now there are 5 hindrances which come in this. One is the doubt, whether I'm doing it right or wrong, whether this is the approach or that is the approach. So I'm giving you all the approaches, all the possible approaches. So In the Buddha Dhamma, you can find different approaches. It's not that feeling is the only thing you need to do. It's not that only the dhatu is the thing you need to do. It's not that only ayatana you need to do. You can do whatever. These are all vipassana objects or tools. It's a toolkit. I can take whichever I want. Now that samatha has happened. So first thing is that I need to have a adhitthana. For that I need to establish kammathana or karmasthana. That what I will be taking. And you have to be on that for a long period of time. If you take dhatu, be on that. If you take breath, be on that. If you take feelings, be on that. Don't shift. Don't change the tool. Because through that tool only you can get to the point. What is the point? Anupassana. These 7 things what I just now said. So first is samatha, vipassana, anupassana. Now when I do that, I will come to know that I have done it. I have seen it. I have mastered it. Okay? It's the basic thing. So it doesn't matter which tradition I'm following. Whether I'm following Ajahn, I'm following Goenka, I'm following whatever, I'm following my own. Doesn't matter. As long as it's coming under an umbrella of the Buddha Dhamma, it really shouldn't matter to any one of us. So don't get confused. Don't get worked up that what I'm following. So the vichiki ichcha, doubt, has to be removed by pacifying that it's part of Buddha Dhamma. Leave it. Okay? And have faith in Buddha Dhamma Sangha. That each of these teachers have found it in different ways. Because Buddha's Dhamma is this big. One person has found it this way, another person found it this way, another person found it this way. So there's no point in going behind whether we should follow Burmese method, Sri Lankan method, Thai method, this method, that method. Just nullify it. Take whichever you think is working. That will remove the restlessness, which is udacha. In Pali, it's udacha. So you need to see whether you're getting restless or not. If you're restless, breath. If no restlessness, vipassana. Restlessness, come back to breath. Doubt, again come back to breath. Okay? For everything, come back to breath. Then, kukucha, worry. I should have done this, I should have done that. I think I shouldn't have broken my precept or whatever it is. Come back to breath. Forgive yourself, come back to breath. Yep, kukucha. Then if you see, you will have sloppiness, you feel lethargic, you feel, not today, I think I'm not in any mood. So that is Thinamida. For that, you shouldn't sit and meditate. You should walk. If that is not working, listen to a discourse of anybody's, that's okay. But don't do meditations closing your eyes. Okay. I think somebody in this group asked about Aloka Sanya. That is, I think May you asked, or I don't know who asked. It's like when you can make a perception of light. So in the center here, you have this pineal gland which produces light. So what you can do is you can, if you keep on rubbing this for 5 minutes or 5 minutes, both clockwise, anti-clockwise, and close your eyes, and you can see a bright light. So when in dark, that lights up. Meaning you are in a dark room, that lights up. It's very bright light. And you can make it even more brighter by just rubbing here, rubbing here, rubbing here. While your eyes closed, you can keep on rubbing here and it will now become bright light. So that will cut out the sleepy nature. I mean, you will not go like this. Okay? That will help. That is in Pali called Aloka Sanya. Aloka means light. Sanya is perception. So perception of light. Okay? Don't hit yourself like this. It's some people do some funny things. You don't do that. Okay? That's not how you get enlightenment. Okay? You just have to rub it this way and this way, but don't be too hard. Then it starts to pain. No paining. Okay? Just a light like this and like this, till you start seeing light. When I say 4 minutes, 5 minutes, it can be even 30 minutes till you see light. So just don't see, it's already 5 minutes and why the light has not come. No. If you're feeling sleepy, this has to be used when you're feeling sleepy, when you're feeling tired, when you're feeling, let me go and hang myself, let me sleep. I'm feeling hungry suddenly and all that. And then you do this. Like this. Okay. Now this is for Thinamida. Beyond that, two enemies are going to come all the time. One is, I think I have been doing this for long. That idea will come. So I need to take a break. I think 1 hour is over, 2 hours is over, like that. So that is Kamachanda. Yep. Now you want to enjoy something. I think it's time. So let me go and take a break. I think it's good. Kamachanda. Otherwise, you get Vyapada, which means feeling very irritated, very worked up, anger, like that. It's okay. Pay. Okay. So you'll get that. Okay. Accordingly, you need to act. Okay. So basically, if you are having Kamachanda, then there's a different way of doing it to cut Kamachanda. They're also explained in the Samanya Pala Sutta. Many other sutta explains how you should remove Kamachanda. That is a separate process. Vyapada, you have to do metta. So Kamachanda, I'll not cover it today. It's a long thing. Short thing for Kamachanda is go to a charnel ground and meditate. Very effective. Or anyway, you are a medical practitioner, you see autopsies. The Kamachanda will go, it will run away. The fear will come. What will happen if you were to die? Kamachanda runs away. Now for the Vyapada, then you need to put a lot of metta on yourself. Okay. So it is, you have to forgive yourself, basically. Some bad things have come up, getting irritated. Just pass metta to yourself. So this is how we deal with the 5 hindrances. So first hindrance, doubt. Should I follow Ajahn, Goenka, this, that? Throw all of that out. Follow Buddha. Only answer. All the other people are agents of Buddha. Simple. So you find a teacher, good, but don't get worked up. Okay. Then Kukucha, watch the breath. Udacha, watch the breath. That is restlessness, stop Vipassana. Just watch the breath. Only the breath. Only the breath. Only the breath. That's all. Okay. Stop the Vipassana completely. Just watch the breath. Then Kukucha is remorse feeling. I should have done like this, I done like that, done like this, done like that. Again, just watch the breath. Don't allow the mind to go and dwell into what it could not do. Oh, I shouldn't have told lies. I shouldn't have done this. I should have done that. It can be anything. Just watch the breath. And then Thinamida, Aloka Sanya. Right? And the other two, one for metta and other one, the Asubha Bhavana. So 32 parts of the body, you dissect it outside, inside, and see that Kamachanda will not be there. If that doesn't work, then we have to do one meditation session only on Kamachanda. Only on Kamachanda. How do we meditate? So try out now. So I think it's 10:16 here. So in Australia, I think it is 2:47. I think it is 4:47 for you, May. So um, we do half an hour of Samatha practice. I will keep on saying after few minutes so that you don't sleep. So objective is to watch the breath. And then we will take one object to investigate, or rather get an insight into what is the reality of that, right? So we'll take something. We'll arrive at taking something. We'll see. Okay, so let's start. Now 10, 17, 30 minutes means 10:47 here in India. You can sit comfortably, relax yourself. If you're wearing spectacle, remove that. If you want to stretch out your body and start watching your breath arising in whichever nostril it is. If it is left nostril. If it is right nostril. If it is coming in both the nostril, then both the nostril. If it is long, it is long. If it is short, it is short. Don't try to do anything with the breath. Just be a witness to the breath coming and going. Yeah, Mirin. Now we get into the Vipassana. If you want to continue on the breath, you can watch all the 5 dhatus. Or if you want to start on the 32 parts of the body to get rid of Kamachanda, we can look at each one of the parts of the body. Starting with, you can take 6 in the Patavi and 4 or 5 in the Apo. So I can take the head hairs. You need to feel the head hair. If you close your eyes, feel the head hair. Then the body hair. Then the nails, teeth, skin, and the bone and flesh. You can see the softness of the flesh, hardness of the bone, hardness of the teeth, hardness of the nails, either rough and smooth of the skin, either smooth and roughness of the hair, both the body hair and the head hair. So take your hand and just feel the hair, both on the head or on your skin or wherever you have hair. Just feel it. Don't take it as your hair, it's just an investigation. So you are looking at what is there in the hair. You can do this with eyes open or eyes closed. It's up to you. So till you feel that there is nothing here except for the bone, which is hard, and this is a soft thing as a flesh. Then you can take your tongue and then go around the teeth. and the skin. Your whole body is covered with skin. You can just, wherever the skin is exposed, can feel it. And then observe what you really observe there. Meaning, you'll not find your face or anything like that except for roughness and softness. Nothing else you'll find. Okay? And you can feel the hardness. Okay? Everywhere. So you'll find it hard or soft, rough and smooth. So some portion of your skin, smooth surface, some portion of your skin, rough surface. Hairs are really rough or can be smooth. I can really investigate that. Coming to the apo, and I'm doing like this, in the mouth there, saliva, that's an apo. Sweat is an apo. If I put some little bit of in the nose, there's wetness, that is apo. And urine anyway is apo. And then there is this oily thing in everywhere in the on the skin, that's apo. I don't have to go through blood and all that because I'm not able to see it right now, but these 5 things I can watch. So I can take 6 things in the Pathavi and 5 things in the Apo, and with that I can see there's no person. What I found out for myself is that instead of a person, there is only this much. Now I need to use breath on one side. Just keep on watching the breath and investigating the head hairs. Now I had done it using my hand like this. Okay. Now without doing any one of those, I should be able to see it. Now I can mentally see it. This hair being hard and being rough and smooth. Body hair also being rough and smooth. Bone hard. Flesh soft. Skin, some area smooth and some area rough. Keep on observing that till it breaks. That whole compactness will break. And that stage is bhanga. And it completely dissolves and you will find like kalapas, which is like particles. So there's nothing called internal earth element and internal water element. So you can do it like that for next half an hour. Now we come to Anupassana. If you have done it correctly about the Pathavi Apo, then the first thing you will see is the dukkha. Meaning, if you take this as yours, or you can see that there is nothing yours here. It's only you felt rough, hard, soft, smooth like that, and also watery things. So how can I take it as mine? So eso na mama, eso na ahamasmi, eso na me atta. So the atta bhava, that is thinking this is myself or this is belonging to me or this is mine. cannot be said. So you feel a dukkha if you take it. So you can feel it really a pain holding on to this. So, and you also see the anatta. And now you can see the anicca nature in that, which is arising and passing away. Like the sweat is arising and passing away, the saliva is going again, it comes again, it goes. Like that, if you see it, the hairs, body hairs, the skin, it's continuously in a change. So it's arising and passing away. So you can see it's a impermanent nature. Okay. So anicca dukkha anatta. So now you should have nibbidha feeling. That is, the illusion that this is my body is not there now, or shouldn't be there. If that is true, then automatically you get viraga nirodha. It means it doesn't arise in your mind that this is yours. And hence you will have pati nisagga. Pati is to bond, sagga is to possess, nisagga is not to possess, because you are not bound now. There's no, the consciousness is not bound onto this Pathavi Apo, which we have investigated or had an insight. Now you have Anupassana. Now you have Kaye Kaya Anupassi Viharati. Now you can stay in this Anupassana, in this Kaya. So you had a Rupakaya, Namakaya. Rupakaya is this Pathavi Apo, what you are doing. Namakaya is how you are defining it. So this head hair, body hair, all that is Namakaya. You are symbolizing it so that you can come back to it, because there is something which is striking. Now what I am doing is I am removing that. I'm just saying the nature, yatha bhuta, as it has become, how it has come to be. Okay, so with that, let us end our practice. So what you understood is Samatha, looking into the breath, calming it. Vipassana can take anything, but we have taken the Pathavi and Apo, and then Anupassana. Yes, we have seen what really it is. So you should get all these 7. Yami, how do you feel? Good one? Okay. Anybody else? All are on video, non-video, non-audio mode. I don't know whether you are sleeping or you're alive or what happened. Yes, Shreyas, go ahead.
So I had to have my breakfast in the middle, so I was doing the walking meditation part. It was a beautiful experience, to be honest. I actually saw just the body walking, and I could see that there is nobody in the body. It's just a conduit for whatever it is. And when I so Vipassana automatically it went into Anupassana, and so when you were explaining uh, the 7 things that should happen, the nibbida, viraga, nirodha, and all that. So suddenly a cooling feeling started coming up from the feet of the body to, like, it was just coming up and up and up, like a cool breeze. And I looked around at the trees if there's any actually wind blowing or not, and there was no wind blowing. So then I realized it was actually this effect that was happening. So that was one.
Good experience. Nice. Thanks for sharing. Anyone else? Otherwise, we can end in next 3 minutes. Yeah, Ravindra, go ahead.
With the use of this aloka.
Aloka Sanya.
Yes.
Perception of light. That is to remove the sleepiness feeling. Especially in the closed eyes meditation, when you do it, mind will start going here, there. So then either you have to do a walking meditation, that's better. Else you have to just do like this. I showed you that makes you have a real light coming bright and bright and bright and bright. It's like a daylight. So you cannot sleep. The mind will not be able to sleep. It will be engrossed in that light. Okay. That's what you need to. Not that every time you need to do that. When you feel, and you'll come to know it goes like this, stop doing that, and then you will not sleep. You have to create perception of light in order to not to sleep.
In my case, it happened automatically.
And that's good. If as long as it happens automatically, you don't have to do anything special. Only if it doesn't happen, then you have to do something to make that happen.
When we see all dhatus, then we drop the anasanya.
Yes. By doing this, two of the dhatus, what we are doing is we are removing the ghana sanya. So hence viraga happens. Otherwise, there's no viraga, right? So without ghana sanya not being there, how can you have viraga? Ghana means compact. So now when I see this video of mine, it gives me a very compact feel. And that's a problem. Okay, I think we are done with our time also. Yeah, Janak, you want to say something or we are done?
Yeah, so I was like, after breathing and automatically I moved into that sensation and I kept on watching sensation, feeling very light. So that's it.
Okay, good. Nice.
Yeah.
Bobby, you have anything to say? Mirin?
Yeah, nothing, Vilas. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Bobby, go ahead.
No, sorry. Like it was. I was watching this. The feeling of the hair in the body, head, and then I can feel the whole body. Like when I watch how the perception of this hair, I can feel the whole body. Then the fluid part, the hard part, and the soft part. So it is effectively going into that feeling of the whole body.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You'll get the same bhanga experience. It will dissolve. The compactness will dissolve.
Yeah. Same thing was happening.
Yep. Yeah, Mirin, you wanted to say something.
Nothing, Vilas. Yeah, I haven't been able to do much, so I don't. I think I've lost track. So I'm just picking it up. So hopefully, I'll regain my experiences.
Sure. No worries. Yep. So shall we end in that case?
Sir, I am doing that space practice. So should I combine this practice with space?
No, don't combine. No, don't combine. You want to do the space, you do it separately. Don't combine. Till you get a proficiency, don't combine anything with anything.
Okay.
Then after that, you combine whatever with whatever, you will have the same effect.
Yes,
Then
sir.
there is nothing called Thai technique and Burmese technique and this technique and that technique. All merge. It's like, initially we had to name the rivers and they all meet the ocean. And once they meet the ocean, you can't say from which river it came because it's just water, right? Before that, we are going to name it so that it's clear that, this is what I am following. But once it merges into the ocean, you can't now say which it is. In the same way, this whole practice There are so many Vipassana practices. Once you get it, you can now do it in any way. It doesn't matter now. Now you don't really require breath meditation also, because now it is already there. So you don't have to produce it again. It is, mind knows it. So now you are in the ocean. Then it doesn't require you to practice anything, because the rivers are merging into the sea and the sea into the ocean. So there's no separation. Till that time, better to keep it separate. There's no effort on the mind to say that, okay, I did space, no, now this is conflicting, like that. So keep it separate. Till you
For
reach.
Arup Jhana, is there any prerequisite?
Arupa jhana, the prerequisite is, for any jhana, the prerequisite is samatha. Then you should have lot of sila before you start. Then you should have samatha. Then the thing is, you should have completed fourth jhana, where there is neither sukha nor dukkha for yourself. You can see there is no body pain, there is no body pleasure. And also you could see that there is nothing like somanasa, that is mental pleasure and mental pain, domanasa. Then it breaks. You get only space. Okay. All right. Thanks everyone for joining, and we'll meet maybe tomorrow. If you are there, we can meet same time. We can do it another time practice so that it stays with you. Are you okay tomorrow?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Fine. We'll meet same time tomorrow, 10 o'clock India time, and we'll do till 11:30 India time, 1.5 hours. Tomorrow I'll not speak anything. I'll just give you instruction, and then we all do together. All good? Okay. Thank you then.
You.
Thank you. Bye.